also is a photo of them kissing, him rubbing all up and down on her, but we know that we're filming for a show. But also, there's more to be said. Sydney and him have been good friends, but this is the first time that we have heard Sydney come outright. There's been rumors and stuff, but this is the first time we've heard her come outright and say that they are openly dating. After Darius, legitimately, his team contacted Sydney, I'm pretty sure, or responded. Pretty sure they reached out to Sydney. Sydney then went and just recently, within the last hour, which is all over the Shade Room, all over World Star, made a goddamn, don't worry, I won't forget the Cash App. She made a post saying that it was a lie. So we're about to interview the baby mother, Ashley. She's a sweet girl. We're going to start with that, and then we're going to go into the story of how she was robbed by another Bigo host with over $80,000 worth of things and is trying to rebuild everything. So without further ado, get ready for the people want to know. I was going to get my suitcase and everything, but this is just a sit-down one-on-one. All right. Let me make sure that this live. Okay, Ashley, you can send in a request, my love. Because I know you were in the queue. You can send in a request. What the hell? Sorry, 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 sorry. Y'all get the hell on out. Get on out. Get on out now. I love y'all down.
Got me down.
I love y'all down. It's so funny catching the people. Now, before we even start this interview, season this lovely lady. Season her, season her, season her, and show her some love. It takes a strong woman to come and stand out and do what she. Do you have another device or anything, love?
Me?
Yeah,
Not right now.
it's echoing.
Oh. Hold on. It's the ocean behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Might be the sailboats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe turn it down a bit. Okay. They said turn chat mode on. Okay.
Hi.
It's her sitting the phone down. They say maybe can you get it off the table and put it on somewhere higher? Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
Okay, let me get something else.
How do you
Hey,
turn it on
y'all.
chat mode? I don't know how to do chat mode. How do you do that? Oh, here we go. Chat mode. Okay, there we go. I put it on chat mode. There we go. Okay. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing, my love?
Hey, love. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for even spending time with us today and coming to hang out with us. I know that the streets have been hot with what's going on with your baby father.
Yeah.
Yes. And wait, Ashley, can you do me a favor before we start? Can you swipe them comments? Just swipe. Swipe the comments for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's going to
Okay.
get ugly.
Well, I always tell you to start the comments because I want you to feel comfortable and be able to be focused because, people are just a mess. So, Ashley, you have a child with Darius McCray, aka Eddie Winslow, who we've seen you with. We've seen you together. I met y'all together. Tell us how you met him first.
I was vice president of Monster, and he came into my boss's house, and I was in the kitchen making some snacks for the whole executive team. And he walked in, and I was singing a song called Little Sandwiches because I was just making it was an awesome job. I was making $150,000 a year, doing my thing, traveling the world, and there he was. And he started singing it too. And then he goes, "I'm gonna marry you and have you gonna have my baby." And we had the baby, but no marriage.
Okay, so how long were you with him? Like how many years?
Um, for like two, I guess.
2 years. 2 years. And you both have a beautiful baby girl.
Yeah, Tootie.
Truly, yes. Now it's so interesting because we're just gonna dive right in. When I met you and him, you were some of the nicest people I have ever met. You and you still are. But I do remember there was a time when me and you had conversation on the back end, and I remember that you were saying that there was all these rumors and allegations.
Yeah.
Of, now, not
And what I
now, but
didn't like is the fact that like people that don't even really fuck with me will reach out to me and show me clips of like Darius with a trans woman. Like the fact is for me, that looks bad on them because so what if it's a trans woman? So what if it's a woman? It's still hard for me as who I dated them. My views on trans women is I think they're women.
yeah.
And
Well,
that's what's been the hardest thing is all this shaming on me and him and it's been a lot and it's been a little hard.
yeah. Well, tell me. Well, let's back up a little bit first before we even. So in the months ago, almost a year ago, and some change when I met you, and you were saying that people have rumors and things are coming out. What exactly happened then? And was this stuff? This is when you were with him. Was this stuff that people showed you, or did he come to you and say these people are doing this, and then or X, Y, and Z? And then what was his response? This is way back. This is a few
This
months
is way
ago
back
because
then. Way back then. Oh, it was we weren't together and I wasn't asking him where his dick was going. And whenever there's allegations of where he might or might not have put his dick, I am not to like even care or ask. I'm figuring out myself and what I'm doing as a mom and co-parenting with him.
yeah.
So like I wasn't thinking about it.
No, but when you were
I
together
was
with
trying
him.
to figure out like what life looks like with me and my daughter and
Yeah.
him
No,
like
but when
and
you
us co-parenting.
but before then, when you were with him and those allegations were happening, what was the conversation that you two were having? Like, was he?
We've been
Because I.
broke up since my daughter. We've been broke up since before my daughter was born.
Oh, okay.
We just yeah. So
You were
like
just good.
he's not this like liar, cheater, just a Decepticon. Like
Mm-hmm.
even though he's in Transformers,
Yeah.
he wasn't
So
like this like horrible person. And it's just been a lot with all this
yeah,
out because
yeah,
everybody's reaching out to me about it.
yeah. So what is? Because I know you said he denied it. I know you told me he said that before he even went public and said that before the even
Yeah, he
people
said
said.
they're not together. He said they're not together. I said, look, love is love.
Yeah. When.
And I said, and he goes, no, we're not together. I'm not with
Yeah.
her. I said, oh, and that happens. That happens in the media. Like that's what comes with it. So,
Well,
that, and but if he was, it's really none of my business because we are
sure.
not together.
True, true. So, but I do have a question for you. When you were with him, or was there ever a time in your mind, even if, get the trans thing out of there because we don't care if, like she said, that's not a problem to
Yeah, if
her at
it's a girl or a boy, like
all.
in life, human,
So when
with
you
their
say,
human. Yeah, I
when
get
you
it.
when you say a girl or a boy, do you in your mind anywhere think that it is a possibility that he could be attracted to trans women?
Oh, 100%. I think that trans women are women in his mind, and I feel that you're born this way in certain aspects.
Yeah,
So for me, I already felt that way. And then we met, we had a baby, it's beautiful, and we're co parenting, but I'm not going to change his views or shun him for how he feels
yeah,
about this. And like, definitely because I've been so open I mean, I performed in Vegas. I had my own little show and I headlined Gay Pride for the last 3 years before I left Vegas. I
yeah,
mean, I did my little thing out there. So
yeah. Well,
I've always been like,
what is the because you are the baby mother still and you still have relation with him. What what is your feeling, or what happens with you when he has all these allegations? Because this is not the first time allegations have come out. So
yeah,
when
I
these,
know, I know.
what do you go through, and what?
I'm not really mad because I'm doing my own little thing in the
Yeah,
back end. I had
Mhm.
Brandon. I waited 2 years to deal with anybody, and I dealt with Brandon, okay? And
Oh,
that didn't work out, okay? Let's be honest about where we're going with this.
oh my.
So,
Ooh.
you know,
So, ooh. Have you ever before we even transition into that, have you ever spoken with Sydney Star, had conversation? Has she ever been around you guys when you were together or even just hanging out?
no, but I think she's probably cool and lovely, and I wouldn't even get in her face or be mad at her or like, because men are going to be men. And in the end, um, it's how you react to it. And like, you know your place in someone's
Technically,
life or you don't.
yeah.
So I'm not upset about all any of that. It's been, I mean, like you said, a year and something ago, this shit been talked about.
Hmm.
Like, and my baby was an infant and I wasn't ready to talk about it
Yeah, yeah, I
because I was
remember.
focused on figuring out what life looks like with us co-parenting and me having her.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because I remember you telling me station, and that can be difficult when it's so much in the media and you're just trying to take care, trying to take care of your child. I commend you for that because it takes a strong mother to be able to do that. Have to deal with the back end of people coming to you all the time, like, girl, I heard that he's doing this again. I heard that he's doing this again. I heard that you know what I'm saying? Like, I commend you for that because I imagine that's hard. That's very hard to be able to deal with something like that when you're just trying to be a good parent. When it comes to co-parenting, um, you would say Darius is a wonderful father.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And when it comes to this, have any of the other women that they have claimed or come out in the social media stuff, Tori, this other girl, Supergirl, whatever, all these, have you met any of these people at all as well? There's been so many, girl.
I'm not even trying to look at it. I'm
Yeah,
focused on so many other things.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
focus on what Darius is doing with his penis or with some of his emotional mental space. But for
Hmm.
me, everything about me is about my daughter. And I know that so much about him is about his kids.
Yeah,
Like I don't think he's invested much into this either.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot being talked about, and I'm just glad that I can speak on it because
yeah,
whether it's a girl, a trans, or whatever, it doesn't make it any harder for me as his child's mother that it didn't work out for us, but I'm moving forward with my life.
yeah, yeah.
You
You just
know?
want what's best for the kids. Like, you just want to, basically, you're just saying, I just want a goddamn co-parent be left alone,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, because I'm not out there like, see, his life is public, mine isn't. So
Yes.
like, I might gotta have my little situations here and there. Like, oops, I didn't mean to fuck with him. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Hence the Brandon situation.
Sadly, girl, that's a storyline, and not a storyline. Sorry, sadly, girl, yeah, that's a pathetic. Yeah, I don't even nasty. Um, ugh, girl, don't worry, girl. We all have. Don't worry, we all have low points, girl. It happens. We all make bad choices, girl. I listen. Sometimes, girl, you too pretty. You too pretty to be doing that, girl. Let me tell you, there's a lot of men who are looking at your ass. Um, so with that being said,
Yeah, so if any straight men want to talk, because I know it's very
not
rare.
straight men.
It's very rare in the world right now, and I love all the gay men, and I love all the what is it, bisexual people. But if there's any like super duper straight, big muscled ass man, please hit my DM because y'all motherfuckers is rare now.
Before we transition from the Darius story to the other the Beagle broadcaster story, one last question, because you just that sounded like some shade. Do you think that Darius is bisexual?
Um, I don't know. We don't go there anymore.
Yeah,
So I don't. We just. It's about
yeah,
the kid.
yeah. Got it. Got it. So let's transition.
But if he was, maybe we all got a little bit of gay in us. I'm kind of bisexual.
Oh, I ain't mad at you, girl.
For
So,
real. I think girls are beautiful, and I've hooked up with a few girls. I got a couple of girls in here that probably hooked up with me.
ooh, girl, okay. They say, girl, here I come. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, y'all know about, so y'all don't have to keep messaging her and asking her. She wants to focus on her children. She told you she's not really in for the shits. You know, Darius and her have a great relationship currently, right? If I'm correct, a great friendship
Hmm.
currently. They
We do.
co-parent.
I'm not calling him, mad at him about all this, and I don't mess with everybody yet. I don't. So I'm not. We're good.
Girl, you got them comments on?
Yeah, I've been watching all of it.
Girl, swipe them comments. Swipe the comments before I move on to the next.
I
Swipe them
ain't perfect.
comments.
You know what? The comments makes us stronger.
I know, girl, but whenever I do this shit, girl, I swipe the comments so you just focus on whatever we're talking about, and then you can go back because they probably gonna have it up on YouTube anyways. Okay, but if you want the comments, that's fine because she can handle it. All right, so now let's transition to what happened a few months ago that also you didn't get a chance to talk about. So there was a Beagle broadcaster. What is her name again?
Who? Oh, Your Highness.
Your Highness.